Hi, I'm Roston Das, and welcome to another rad review. Today we're reviewing the MUVI K2 Series Pro. This is an action camera. It can shoot up to 4K video at around about 15 FPS. It's maybe slightly lower than that, but certainly no higher frames per second than that. And it can film full 1080p, 60 FPS. Without too much problems, and it can also take still photographs. This is primarily designed as an action camera. It is Wi-Fi capable. Basically, what that means is that you can control the camera via an app on the phone, on your phone, and that's available for both iOS and Android devices. The app itself is a bit buggy. How it works is basically you connect via a Wi-Fi access point that the camera creates by moving this switch back and forward, and from there you can control it via the app. You can look at stills and videos via the app that you've recorded. However, the playback on video can be a bit temperamental, and usually you've got to eject the SD card and sort of play it back on a PC or a Mac. That is probably an important point to raise. I mean, this camera retails for around about £299. Yet it does not come with an SD card. It takes the standard micro SD card, which you can just see in there, and just kind of eject this for you. So it's just slightly under here. It's just been a bit stubborn. Oh, I've taken what it is I've taken it out and put it in my Mac. So what I can do is just show you what I use. I'll just here. This is a standard SanDisk 16GB micro SD card. It's in the adapter at the moment, so I'll just take that out. So this is kind of what the micro SD card, and it's important that you use the appropriate rated micro SD card for this camera, or it won't work properly. I was a bit miffed that it didn't come with one. I had to pay separately, but you can pick a reasonably priced one up for probably around about £15, which is probably maybe about $30 or thereabouts. One thing I did notice with this camera is on the Pro version, which this is, you get an LCD camera screen, which is on the back. However, within 40 hours of us receiving this for review, the LCD camera failed. LCD panel failed in the back. Now, to give you an idea what this LCD panel is for, it's supposed to provide easy control of the settings for the camera, and in addition to that, be able to preview what you're shooting relatively easily. However, we found that this doesn't work. And this is within a brand new camera supplied by the manufacturer, and it failed on us. So I was rather surprised about that, and a little disappointed, to say the least. This camera is also can be a little bit temperamental. The battery life on it says you can shoot up to probably about 2 hours. My experience with it, it's probably around about more like an hour and a half. And it can get a little warm when you're recording it. It does come with these tripod mounts as well, and you can see there it flips on how that mounts. Basically, this mounts onto a little clip which will just show you just here, just like that, and then basically you see here it's got the ultra sticky mounts on the bottom. This is sort of the idea behind this, is maybe you'll be able to stick it to, say you're into kayaking or canoeing or whatever, you can be able to stick this onto there, and then just kind of like so. It's kind of hard to do this sort of one-handed, but basically just clips on like that, and then the mount would stick onto the surface that you're going to use to record from, and this mount here at the side is adjustable. You can sort of again, I've got this a bit tight so it won't move back and forward, but you can adjust the direction on that quite easily just by turning this knob here. Again, not very easy to do one-handed. When you do get it, you do get this rather nice sturdy box, which I guess is ideal, if you're into a bit of the extreme sports sort of thing. I need some protection, and it does come in this protective case as well. Rather weirdly, the manual came on this. Now, I use Macs these days, to be perfectly frank, and most PCs these days as well, they don't have CD or DVD-ROM drives, and if they do, there's usually an optional extra. So I had to go digging down to the manufacturer's website to actually find the manual. And you might say, well, there's the manual there, Ross. What are you talking about? Well, this is the sort of extent of the manual. You've got literally sort of it's in Russian there. Oh, let's find the English. You've literally got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's the extent of your manual. And this is quite a complex tech product. It is a bit fiddly, and without this LCD screen and this one kind of broke on me. It just, when you turn it on, it just went white. And indeed, this is in the middle of charging, and because it's it's flat battery, but even when it does turn on, you've got a bit of a fiddly process, especially without this LCD panel, when just to access the menus and do some configuration settings. Overall, I have to say, if I had spent 300 quid on this camera, I would be very, very miffed. Certainly at the retail price for this. And I'm not going to talk about this camera's competitors, but suffice it to say that the manufacturer has a fair bit of work to do in order to kind of improve the ease of use of this camera. And certainly, as I said, in terms of value, I can't help but feel that there's been a bit of cost savings involved in order to hit that price point. Camera does feel a bit plasticky, and doesn't have an SD card. Overall, because of all these factors, I would have to say that I'm only going to award this product 2 stars. That's not easy for me to do, especially given this is such a high value product. But unfortunately, the more money you're going to spend on a product, the higher the quality you'd expect it to be, and you certainly wouldn't expect failures when it's brand new. So thank you very much. This has been another rad review, and if you've any questions, please let me know.